Hello, hello everyone. Good evening. Just checking that everything is working. And we start. Okay, that's working. I can put back the music. Let's check Twitch quickly. I'm not really used to that yet. But it seems to be working. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay, we're good. Welcome everyone. Welcome, welcome. So let's do that very quickly. While I have the buff and I have everything, let's do Crazy Joe deployment on the farm and then we'll go back to the main. So let's do something like that. Alright everyone, today how was your Frostfire mine if you did it already? I mean, everyone is a Fire Crystal 8 or 9 nowadays. Some people went to other stuff. Okay, fair enough. You have that little infantry? Okay, fair enough. I mean, it does not matter at the end of the day. It's Crazy Joe. So took care of the little ones. They are not that little anymore, but you know, that's good enough. These are my best ones. What can I do in terms of infantry? And lancers, let's get rid of many if we can. Perfect, so that's okay. Let me promote the stream a bit as well while we are here. What do we have in plans for tonight? Lucky Wheel on both accounts. Then in 1 hour we have... I'll do a bit of KOI maybe. In 1 hour we have Frostfire Mine, then we have Crazy Joe, then I'll probably hop off the stream, spend some time with the wife. I have like an evening work meeting all night, so... I mean all night. A good portion of it. So yeah, so we have 2 hours together more or less to do, you know, everything that there is to do. Welcome to the new viewers, thank you for being here. I received actually quite a lot of questions about Frostfire Mine today, like on older videos, so if you guys have any, we can talk about it. I prepared a guide, again, like another kind of format of it, so I'll publish it in 2 weeks when we have Frostfire Mine again. Okay, so I'm back, so sorry. Okay, so I'm back. So sorry for that. I hope there's nothing I can do today. So hopefully it gets better. It's, you know, it's the time of the day where it's sometimes I have hiccups. Orange mana bang. Which person, brother? People, the new people are asking who is who is streaming. It's like it's me. Nobody else. I mean, I'm sure there are other people, but so here we got a bit of that to do. I'll swap to the main very soon. We'll do the lucky wheel, see if we are lucky a bit. That's a new generation, so that the first time we can spin the wheel, so that's always exciting to hopefully get a bit lucky with that. What could we complete today? Orichalcum, okay. I mean, that's what the use of doing the video, I guess. So maybe I got duplicate I can give to people. Yeah, 3 and 2, not really. Not really anything I can give to people. Nothing really interesting to give, so yeah. So let's start with the lucky wheel. So 120 times. That's the first time we get it. The lucky wheel hero is Fred, which is a... I'll make a Gen 9 video maybe next week. When we got them for a bit more time. But Fred is that dude. He seems to be okay in arena. Like I've lost against people that got him. So see, he has what? Attack, damage over time. So he's like yeah, acid rain, water cannon, combat deal damage. Okay, so no AoE damage so far. I mean, he's increasing the damage taken as well, and Fred's perform better under stress. Hey Star, hello, friend, how are you? Attack and defense, okay. So that's why some people play Freds in the first line instead of an infantry, basically. Here he has enemy lethality down, which I think is considered the same as... Is it Wallis Bokan, I think? I have a doubt now. I think the same as other skill, enemy damage taken up, so they do more. The enemy take more damage. That they do less, and Fred's Lancers deal more damage every 4 strikes and reduce the enemy troop damage dealt on the next turn. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad. So people, overall. Oh, sorry for the Discord, but that's not very important anyway. But people like Fred, it's a lucky wheel, it's one you should get him. It's not amazing, I think, but he seems to be solid enough. So let's spin a bit. I did not spin for quite a while because last gen, but so far that's not really lucky. These are a bit low. That's very low. That's a lot of speed up, that's not a lot of shards. That's a lot better. So most of the shards are coming from here, right? That's why you want to spin 120 or 70. Either way, you want to spin one of these. That's, not that good. Gamble, yes, gamble time. 7. So far, it's really not really good. We have, still 40 spins to do, but that was a lot of 1 charge. But I did not see many 5 yet, so that's a bit better. That's 8. That's 5. That's 2. And that's it for today. So here we got 50, 30, so that's 80, 100, 110, 115, right? So a spin overall give you 160, 70 if you're unlucky, 290 if you are very lucky with the chest. So we'll see what we get. I'll swap account after. Star, we need a... I'll finish here, but we'll check, yeah. I'll check. That's a lot. Actually, a lot of stuff on my farm, to be honest. So that was 180 shards, which I think is just on the average. I think the average is 179 or 180. if I remember the data. So that's right on it. So that's perfect. So now we got him for next time. Xura will be later. We're not gonna do Xura on my farm actually. My farm gonna be terrible for Crazy Joe. I decided to do Magnus for Bear Trap. That's gonna be terrible, but that's, you know, that's just the way it is. That's a farm, so. Here there is nothing I can do, so I'm just accumulating the things, right? Why do I have that on Baiti level 40? Why is that even on Baiti? If it is somewhere, it should be on Gwen. And that can be all removed. Quick question, what to buy from Frost Dragon shop? What do you want to buy? What do you want to buy? I mean, anything, but this farm has better gear than mine. I mean, you know, it's a 2 years account as well, right? So I was trolling Betty. She's one of our Air 4 because once, like, she attacked my farm during an event and she lost. So she was so mad. She was so mad to be weaker than my farm, but she's mostly free to play or very, very low spender, and my farm is 3 months older than her, so that, you know. Hey, Xen, welcome. No ID, you have no ID, but it's pretty simple. You don't have that many options. It's like any shops, you know, so. Do you buy the $5 pack or not even? Star, I don't think you buy these packs, but the $5 is very good value on Frost Dragon. The rest is not. So if you go here, for $5 you get 300 for this one, and then for $5 you get, that's a daily pack you can buy once, and that's you get 200. So the value on this one is insane. So whatever you buy with the free one you get plus the $5 pack is insane value. Whatever you buy, you cannot go wrong, you know. Even if you buy something stupid, it will be insane value. I mean, like, maybe not the speed ups and the resources, right? Hey Sat, we can talk about your question, Sat, when we have a moment. So hero shards, people somewhere are using the Tyrant shop to actually buy hero shards. They're a bit more, they're a bit cheaper than on the they claim. I did not calculate yet, but I would not suggest that to, you know, any of you, unless you're a big spender and that's where you need some hero shards. It's gonna be likely mithril, right, for most of us. You can always do design if you're early days, but I think you are beyond that, and star, you already got your gold to, you know, T2 3 stars, so I don't think you want to do designs. You know, pets, not eventually, they are okay, but I think I'll go mithril. You know, like some of the chests for pets, I'll be like, there are other places you can get them, but if you're really liking and you never bought things anywhere else, that will be okay to me. And of course fire crystals, so that, you know, some people buy these as well. I'm hesitating because, you know, I need mithril, but I'm liking that, right? I'm liking the mythic hero gear piece. So but that's you know, that's not gonna be a lot. That's really not gonna be a lot of them, so. I'm okay, Sat. I'm really okay. Worked very late last night, so to keep a bit gentle, more gentle today, we're gonna do like an evening meeting work session tonight as well. So, you know, it goes until 1 AM sometimes. So did a bit of work in the morning, afternoon, chilled a bit, so like for the, you know, like answering quite a lot of questions today, to be honest with you. Some days it's like, you know, it's a few hours of my day hunting for question and answers. But I'm doing okay, I'm doing fine. Just had lunch, so I'm digesting. So anything like that, Star, to be honest. But mithril might be good, you know. Mithril might be good. Charms, if I do it's 10, it's 300. That's not even a charm upgrade, so yeah, I'm not too sure. if you because you asked after watching the video about stats, right? So, or what it's, you know, just in general, because you not linked to the video. So it's not necessarily a mistake, right, Satch? The thing that it really depends what you want. At some point, you will have diminishing return on stat that you invest. So if your charms on infantry and lancers are level 4 and you are 11 on your marksman, yeah, you're gonna do a lot more damage for bear. But you might, you know, you might be able to do a lot more upgrades on the other one, which is not super true for charms, because one of the issues for charms is, and you will start to see that for me, is you see, now it's equal amount of both, right? When, if I look at my, for example, if I look at this level 6, it's a very little guides for a lot of charm design. So that's why people are liking just charm design so bad and not the guides. So we tend to miss charm design so bad. So later stages, they still require a lot of guides, but they require a lot of designs as well. So it balances out a bit more, and level 10 and 11 you require, I think, maybe a bit more guides. I forgot. I don't know if you see it here. No, you don't see it here. It's somewhere on Discord. So you could do your 11 charm on marksman if you wanted to. That will be okay. Shift gear, you know, it's you can level up one before the rest, but it's gonna eventually start to cost you a lot, so you will want to catch up as well. So it's always a question, you know, you might not want to be like a T4 red gear and, you know, golden gear on the rest, right? That makes no sense. So same with the research, you will get a lot of points at the beginning. You will get a lot of, you know, attack and lethality extra from this if you focus only on marksman, but then you will start to take forever, you know. Like these last research, they take forever. I mean, that's helps, but because the other one are max. So at some point, you will, you know, the points of lethality will be so expensive that you will rather do everything else. That will be better. So yeah, you can push for a few months. You can have like a big push on one troop, but that's not gonna, you can't do that all the time. So if you care for bear damage, that's cool. That's cool. Do it a bit. I would suggest most people to do that, to be honest, at some point. Like do when start to be a bit more expensive to get, whichever they are, like charms, research, hero gear, chief gear, and then do a bit of a focus if you care for bear. Do it on marksman. If you just care to be a good kind of a good player, you know, you follow the usual guidelines, like 1 or 2 more level on infantry compared to marksman, one level more on marksman than lancers, more or less, and if you follow that everywhere, and that's gonna be okay at the end of the day. Check the reports. I don't know if I want to check my private messages. Maybe there are many secret stuff in there. Deadbeat daddy. You went on the you wanted to kill people today, or you wanted to fight with them, right? So where are you? Are you in Frostfire mine? I guess, because I cannot click. So that's Star Base March. You see his gear is amazing. He's exactly following my tips. Just doing widgets, nothing else matters. That's the most important part. You just do your widgets, and the very important things about widget is they are 1, 2, 3. That's the cheat code, and when they are 1, 2, 3, you win every matches. So that's the secret of our friend Star. I mean, stats-wise, it's quite even. There is one you want to see in particular, Star? I wanted to ask if I have a good stat on my marksman, for example, and I rally a city, would I do more damage with only marksman? I mean, you always do damage in the marksman, but for example, what you could do... Is it me? I don't know, there is a sound in my headset, so I don't know if it's like resonating or something. It's a bit weird. Isn't that the way to play the widgets? 1, 2, 3 on your widgets, you win. Right. So If you focus on marksman, you might want to try like a 50-0-50 with Mia, for example. That could be something you try. So yeah, all these guys are... Oh, KPI was another day. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I had a Wells one that was like, you know, you should... Was like, he was thinking that widgets are overall undervalued, because, you know, you get up to 15% multiplicative on the stats in defense or offense on multiple troops if you level up a widget. So for him, it was like, but it's, you know, multiplicative on lower stats because you're not a well. So that's the right march of our friend Star. That forget about the widget. That was, you know, just a joke. That's a better setup. You know, with the health on the infantry, with the lethality on the marksman, with a bit of lethality as well on the lancer. So, you know, one class at a time. You cannot do all troops together. I mean, you outclass him quite a bit, right? FC5 versus FC4 for some of these, so you beat him. I mean, Romulus 40 is quite good for... Oh, sorry, I misclicked my OBS. It's quite good for... like, the dude spent on a bit on... on expert. Oh, so you have El Patron. We had two El Patron in the States. Oh, we had one Patron and one El Patron. El Patron is still playing. And Patron, that the dude that went rogue and killed everyone. I mean, killed everyone. A few people. He went rogue and burned a few cities. We can do that. We can do. I missed the first. I was like, I can go unblock it and come back. Yeah, send me your cards. And we can look. We have a bit of time today. I started sooner because I might not be able to stay after Crazy Joe. I might shut the stream off very quickly after Crazy Joe. But that's why I started a bit sooner, so we don't have that much to do. I'm just gonna spin the wheel quick. See if we get lucky. So let's see. We got 180 shards on the other account, so that's 1. That's terrible. That's 3, that's terrible. That's 5, that's a bit better. Kind of give a lot of speed up sometimes. They might, that's 6, they might want, that's a lot of XP as well. That 3, so yeah, I mostly get speed ups nowadays. That's 7, that's okay. That's 1, that's terrible. So it does not seem to be a great day for the lucky wheel. That's 2. Very, very little 5. We're gonna get very, very... Okay, so that's a lot better. That's 10, you know? That's decent. That's very, very decent. 2 more times. That's 4. And the last one is 8, right? So we got 115 from here. We got a bit from here. And we got... that's not where I want to go. That's where... 167. Wow. So if you look at the graph that you have on the hero guide, on the lucky wheel even, you even have a lucky wheel event, a lucky wheel guide on the Discord. Lucky wheel. So below 170 is less than 5%. So 95% of people, they have above 170 and below 190. That's the range, right? So we had 180 on the farm. That's like the exact average that you get when you spin the lucky wheel if the data is accurate. So that's bottom 5%. And, you know, probably a bit more than bottom 5%. That's wow. That's terrible, but that's okay. I'm gonna get enough shards. So, I mean, FC10, I have whatever I need for the last SVS already. I forgot how much I need. I need 400 and something. I need less than 500. So I got all I need here to do the camps and to do the... What can I do? I think I can... I forgot because I checked the other day, but I can do the camp for sure. I can do the embassy and some of the command center, I think. And I converted 10,000 fire crystal shards. So that I did not calculate. If it's enough to do this one, plus this one, and finish this one. I need to check. But you need 13,000 to unlock all of it. And you know, I should be close to have like spent 3,000 here. It should be close enough, right? 3,000 here should be close enough. Ideally, I will want to do that one to level 5 as well, so I need a bit more. But you know, you can convert like up to 2k a day. So that's, I have a big margin. I have a margin. I just need to be careful with the steel. I have 3 million. That should be enough because that's already 1 million. So that the steel should be okay. So next SVS, I'm maxing. I mean, I could have done that last SVS. Just there was no point for me to push. It was an easy prep phase that is 1, and I did not want it to get the shards of Gen 8. So I really wait Gen 9. So I'll go crazy this SVS no matter what. I'll do charms Monday. I'll do that. I should be able to do... How much do I need? Oh, 50. That's a bit expensive. 17 times 5, that's 85. Yeah, I should be able to do that and some level of command center. I'll get as well my infirmary, probably. And then I'll start, you know... When these are maxed, I'll start to work on the War Academy level 10. It's like 6.1. I used to make that, to make points in an SVS, we were kind of needing some help or something. So that's a bit beyond 5, which is a bit of a waste, but it was only Fire Crystal at the time. So I'll slowly level that up for T12 we will get probably later. Yeah, it's gonna be insane, right? It's gonna be really insane for FC. I mean, I don't know. I'm hesitating. Like, should I cannot secure yet what I want in terms of financials for the jumper project, so I need to see what I can do in the coming months if I want to do it early next year. Else I'll keep the level of spending I have on that account for a little longer. But I was happy to get that account, you know, to where it is like FC10, T11 maxed out. Hopefully a bit ahead of getting new content, so I have a bit of time of free stuff. Hero gear, you know, is in a decent position. It's nowhere close to be max, but you know, I can do some of the thing. I can get all of it to 39 and soon all of it to 59. I'm not too far from that, and some PCs a bit higher, so that's a lot of stats. So I think the account in a very good spot. So I was like, it's a good time to kind of move on and keep the account like on a very, very low budget. And just start the jumper project, but the jumper project is a bit too expensive yet, so I need to figure that out. So I'll check your report later then, let me know. Do you still save for 3 months, Kenny TV? Yes, I do. I do save for 3 months. So that's what I got. Well, that seems not a lot of fire crystal, but that's, you know, 10k of these, plus that's a lot. That's 3 months of refining fire crystal, so that's a big number for most people. FC10 is very expensive. I'll get some widgets, some pets stuff. So pets, pets you don't get that much. So pets, I already converted 100. Where are my pets? Yeah, already converted 100, so I'll do a few more. So I'll do 57. So I can do 2 pets. I can do the level 100 on the deployment capacity, and I can do another one. So that will be 2 pets at least I can do with these, maybe 3 by then, but I'm not spending on these right now. These I just collected over 3 months normally. I have a bit of expert saved up, but you know, expert, that's where I'm doing my today's event and my King of Icefield and all of that. I'm doing that on experts right now. I'm not doing it on heroes or fire crystal levels. So that I got a bit. Then I got quite a bit of essence stones. So I'll you know, if it depends a bit of the event, but I have a bit of I'll get, you know, 100, 110, 120 mithril, depending if we have a seasonal event. That's gonna go to 2.5, depending on the packs. I got quite a few upgrades on chief gear as well. Hero, yeah, chief gear got quite a bit of upgrades, so that's gonna be okay. I'm gonna be red and a bit beyond. I'm gonna do 3 heroes. I'm gonna do Fred, Magnus, and Zura, so that's all be converted as well. What else? Yeah, I'll have some widgets, but that will be little. But you know, it's not crazy. It's not crazy. Yeah, pets are super expensive, I agree. I agree on pets. So Xen says he's away. What's the jumper project? So jumper project, that's what they call it in other games. I don't know what they call it to on Whiteout, but you start over on a new state, but with a group of people. It's like sometimes, you know, some groups even go as having already 2 or 3 alliance set up. So you have like 3 R5 plus a group of Air Force for every alliance, all of that. So let's go to your report if you're back then, because the stats might be a bit longer. So you are very strong then. You spend a lot on the game. That's somebody else. But that's pretty impressive, to be honest. In Gen 6, like that's max charms, nearly max hero gear. That's pretty insane. I mean, you are very close with Star, right? You guys are very close in power. Still on your way to get that piece, I guess, to T2 3 stars, FC5. These look a bit low, but it's because the dude is reducing your stats, right? I was like, that feels a bit quite lower than Star, but you are against someone that's basically reducing everything by a lot. And of course, he's like FC8 T11, so that's really insane. But that's all solid, you know. Again, that the right thing with a bit of buff on the marksman for extra damage. How do you do, like, because I was not focusing that much on my marksman at the time in Gen 5. Like, how do you find yourself doing in terms of bear damage? I guess you don't have Geronimo, so of course you fall behind, but you know, you guys know better now. You know to use Mia, we did not. I'm not sure Gen 5 we knew to use Mia. So we're probably using like crap stuff. So with Grand Mia and Hector 4 stars, you probably do quite a decent amount compared, like, I mean, Wells will do a lot more, but you should be okay actually. So let's look at that city. You don't have a globe? Checking for the aura. I mean, you seem to have a strong alliance. I don't know how it compares, but that's a lot of Fire Crystal 5. Some city skin, that should be okay. So I think that's you, right? So which gen are you? So yeah, you are clearly focusing on, I mean, you could, I mean, now you will finish this one, right? But finish this one to T2 3 star to unlock the exchange. I don't, yeah. Do you really need to unlock the exchange? I will still unlock the exchange if I were you. I still think exchanging a tiny bit for a few weeks or months might help you. Unless you already managed to burn through all of the hardened alloy and the polishing solution with where you are, but if you have a lot of hardening alloy and polishing solution, I might still unlock the exchange if I were you. Like charms, it is what it is, you know. You just got what? These are 3, these are 2 and 3. These are 5, so clearly focusing on your marksman, which is okay if you want to do more bear damage. But at some point, you know, when there are 5, 6, 7, like, it's gonna be really tough to progress these, and you're gonna really like it's gonna damage you basically for Foundry or for Canyon. But you can play like, you might want to try to play 20, 30, 50 or 30, 20, 50 or 50, 0, 50, right? With such a setup, I will try to play that way. And I don't know if it works because I could not test it myself, but yeah, that makes sense, Sat, because you get for the amount of spending, because you get else you would not be there with your gear, for example, and even your charms. I'm assuming you did not necessarily spend most of your money here, but you definitely spend a bit. In these, that's very likely. So that I will unlock T2 here. T2 3 stars, so you get the exchange, so you can catch up, you know. But yeah. Or you do your ring and... But it's, you know, it does not really worth to go like crazy about red gear on this and like behind in purple on the rest. So you will want to equalize eventually. I mean, Lancers, then you might want, if you leave them so behind, you might want to try with Reyna. I'm looking at her with Mia. I don't know if Mia is working already with like, you know, 50... 149 or 149 to 49, something like that. But you might want to try. I don't know if it's working better. You need to tell me, because I never tried that early. But that could mean that you can really get your Lancers fall behind quite a bit. You know, that's the glove and the belts. That's okay for infantry. You need some of it. That's okay here as well, you know. Just focus on, yeah, that's what you got, right? You are hunting for these extra percentages, so that's, you got the right one. So you know what you do. I'm just not sure about how effective that is, like, in reality. For me, it makes sense on paper to do that. Doing for 60-40 and going for Lancers instead is, like, probably the better option, but it's bad for bear, so I would not do it myself. I don't think I'll go 60-40. It's terrible for bear. But everything else is on track. There is no big surprise. That's all good. You have eye widget, so that's something I would consider. Not stressing as much about early, maybe stress more about like getting some serums from your pets. From the shop, for example, here. Maybe getting quite a few serum when they're at 50% discount. It depends where you are with your pets, right? Because you can buy these as well. That could be one way to buy these, but I would definitely not fall behind on my pets because of serums if I was starting over. I think that's quite important. So you guys share your damage on bear, right? 75, 85 million. I mean, some people star in my alliance that how much we do in their rallies, so then is a bit below 65 million. Okay, that's good. What the best event for packs to upgrade charms? It really depends. It will be, most of it will be seasonal. Yeah, so they are always. I don't think there is events where they are not 1-for-1. I think they're always 1-for-1. Often the best value is when you spend little, like we were talking a bit about the Frost Dragon Tyrant event. So if you spend very little, I mean, you get some of these for free every day by doing mission and things, but very little amount, and you get one pack for $5 or €6 a day, which is like, see, that's another $5 pack that you can buy 20 times per event, and this one you can buy it once a day, but the value is like double the amount of what you get in the store. So for example, if you buy these once a day, that's a 7-day event, so that's €35 plus the one you get for free, you can get insane value on charms, for example. Charms become very, very cheap, but then you cannot do mithril, you cannot do anything else, but on that event, and that's the case with many seasonal events when you spend very low amount of money. when you spend very low amount of money, you can get crazy value on these like seasonal events and Frost Dragon Tyrant Shop, but just on a very limited amount of items. And as soon as you go to the regular pack, the discount might be like 20% compared to the, you know, to the best packs you can get here, which is not that one, but you know, to these kind of packs. The thing, because you're probably not close to Gen 7, but charms get a lot cheaper in Gen 7 overall. That's quite a... That's not, you know, that's not soon for you, but because you get to unlock level 12 of charms, and so you get these get overall a lot. You get a lot more per pack and per event. But that's yeah, that's a long stretch. Sorry, I was yawning. I'm a bit tired actually. I felt it's gonna be okay for 2 hours. Salut tonton. So my state is probably on the last wheel of there is one more with René on it. I did not invest a single hero on any Gen 6. It could be a good move, right? Gen 6 is not the best one. Now that, you know, we used to say Wooming is crap, but not is a very good rally joiner. But you don't want to have more than one, but that could be a really good rally joining skill. You know, if you have some skills to counters particularly. So many people say they really love to have Wooming at the rally joiner, so that could be a good pick now. But if you have to pick between Wooming or Edis, I'll pick Edis over Wooming. You know, I find Edis a lot more useful in like arena exploration everywhere. Solo March, Edis is a lot better. Gen 7, you had Bradley, is amazing. And then who else is Gen 7? I did not do the other one, right? So that's... oh, that's Gordon, but the Gordon is really rally leader. I think he's okay in arena and everything, but he's really, for me, he's really a rally leader hero, so I would not stress too much. But if you have the shards, I'll go Lucky Wheel Gordon. You might want, if you have extra, you might want to spend some SSR shards directly on him to get him to 3 stars on the first Lucky Wheel or something like that, so you can use him in arena. Because else it's a nightmare in arena if you don't have him 2 or 3 stars at least. And then I'll do Edis on the first event I push. And for me, I did them max, but you know, because I saved enough shards. But 4 stars is enough. But 5 it will be nice. So my main squad is Hector, Gwen, Reyna. So Gen 6, that's okay. That's really okay. You don't have Nora? If you don't have Nora, then that's okay. Nora might be better than Reyna, but that's depend. I did not play Reyna, so I'm not sure. But many people say that they replace Nora by... So I will go for at least Edis and Bradley, and yeah, you can max Edis, no problem. You have the shards, and maybe it's an option, right? Because you won't have to spin the lucky wheel later if you do it. But I'll consider putting him like very quickly, and you will see many people do. Put Bradley quickly to the next, you know, to 3-4 stars, and then when you fade these people in arena, if you don't, it's gonna be a nightmare. So, but that the game will teach you that lesson pretty quickly. So you can always push Bradley the next event you have. But I will definitely do that. And yeah, unless you rally lead and you spend far more, then don't really consider Gordon. I don't see people using him for rally joiner. I don't even know if that's good, you know. Every 2 attack, Lancers deal up to 100% extra damage. Apply your poison to the target for 1 turn, and they do less damage. So it's on paper, it's not too bad, right? It's basically every 2 attacks, so that's 50% on Lancers only. So on 60-40, it's not too bad because your infantry is not doing that much damage. And on top of that, the opponent do a lot less damage. So that's actually not bad, I think. But that's not really being used so far. So I don't know if it's not really working or... I've yet to see people using Gordon, but that's maybe because the rally leader is, you know, using Gordon still. Yeah, I mean, Nora is main Arena, but I mean, I did not as Reyna, but for me, she worked very well, of course, without Reyna, replacing Mia. Some people said today on the Discord that they will replace, you know, Reyna by Nora. But it probably, you know, if you have a Nora 5-star and a Reyna 4 stars and you have same widgets, like it always depends, right? Yeah, I kind of assume that, Nicola, right? Because you have a lot of shards and you have a lot of heroes. But unless you are like spending more than I think you are, then it might not worth to do 3, right? I'm assuming you are not doing 3 heroes per generation. Edis, Bradley, you will keep him for quite a while. I mean, Hendrik is pretty good, so... You know, we use Hendrik as well. But we found overall that Gen 8, right now we are Gen 9, but, you know, we use Edis a lot compared to Gatot. Often we use Edis in rallies compared to Gatot. Gatot is good as well, right? But, and he's lucky, so you'll get him anyway. Yeah, just to ask if anyone wants me in their alliance. I mean, if you are close enough, but you might be close to, you know, you might be close to Star, you might be close to Xen. You guys are like, from the report, it looks like you are not too far from each other, but sometimes it is enough. So we have 20 minutes. We did the lucky wheel. What else I wanted to do today? I'm actually curious about Tyrant. Because usually... Oh, they changed Alliance? Wow, they go crazy. So usually the winner for us is 9-4-3 for Tyrant. They won 2 out of 3. These 2 alliances plus another one, the one that crushed us in... If you watch, you know, the stream on... Hey Corey, hello. So sorry for the lags, guys. I'm, you know, still did not fix everything I wanted for the internet, so well, it's not too bad. I forgot what we were saying because I was catching up on the chat. So yeah, Sat, so you are like, in your report, you are very close to Star, but you are like, you know, a lot younger, so that makes sense for your spending. But that's saying you're not gonna be able to play together unless you meet halfway. But I don't know if Star is willing to move. You think 855 can win? That's what I was looking at earlier. I mean, they have big wells, right? I don't know how many globes this dude is having, which if he's a globe, whatever. Yeah, I see that S3 transferred, and apparently she killed a lot of troops. Or I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, but they killed a lot of troops. They have 7 Maxwell. Yeah, but like 943, they might have a bit more than 7. So, but it's gonna be a lot tougher match for 943 for sure, right? It's not gonna be as easy as it used to be. For us, 946 exploded. So like the big whales from 946, which was trying to compete with 943, they transferred out, like Elius, Lady Fox. So 943, they were kind of having an open field for them if it was not a bigger stage range with these guys. But these guys look very strong. I mean, as Street, yeah, I don't know. But like 713 is like a huge powerhouse now. It's an insane state. So it's like a golden gob state. 2,941, we were leading states. Okay, that's I mean, that's good and bad, right? So I'm really curious, Corey. Like, if how would it go? I'm really interested to see. I'm as well very surprised by the 943 being able to hold off like so many big spenders and wells together for so long. It's a really good project and they seems to manage to keep that. I'm happy to see Liege like that. I used to be on Liege in Liege Alliance before. That was my alliance before. They got merged, I guess, because it was like 900 or 899, right? Blue King was already there. Daybreak was the biggest whale at the time, but he was far from max. But now he looks like really good. So I'm really happy to see them here, very strong. They were very nice people. They were on a dead state, basically. There was only that the dead state I played in. It was the only alliance on the state. But I don't see everybody else. So I don't know if some people moved or they changed name. Yeah, maybe that's some of these guys. I don't know. But they were really nice people. So very strong and nice people. It could be. We'll see. We'll see soon enough. How much time before Frostfire mine? 15 minutes. We'll see if we're in the same one. I need to wake up if I want to win something. That was you guys ready? Reports. And then we need to do Crazy Joe quickly after that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you can meet somewhere in the middle. The Flame Legion. What is the Flame Legion? Was bloody expensive. Oh, the Flame Legion. Yeah, of course. Yeah, for the T11. Yeah. I mean, we know it, right? But when you have to do it, it's always like the first 3 or 4 levels are cheap, but then it goes crazy. So that's something I actually need to calculate. I need to have enough fire crystal to do the buildings, because I got the refined, and I need to get enough shards to do the T11. So that's something I need to not fuck up. Because I tend to do these things like I check once, I vaguely remember the numbers in my head, and I never go back to it. And sometimes my memory is failing me. But camps, yeah, it's less than 600 for the camps for fire crystals. So that's less, that's 1.7. So I have 800 left. Embassy is only 300. So yeah, I should be able to do Embassy, Command Center, 3 camps. And maybe some War Academy and some infantry camps. I'm not sure if I do infantry. I think I'll do, infirmary. I might do infirmary first, to be honest. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I like the extra, healing capacity, to be honest. Even if it's not that good. It's kind of comfy to have a bit more. But maybe just to 9. Because then it's gonna get very expensive and then I start to work on my War Academy. Because I don't really need the research speed of the War Academy. I'm nearly done with the research, which was surprising to me. But I'm finally nearly done with the research. I got like less than 200 days, including like all these useless ones. Yeah, if I was Xen, I will do that too. I'll go to a younger state. It's not that I don't like you, Star, but I'll go to a younger state. If I was him. That will make more sense to me. So I might Crazy Joe today, so we'll get some chests. We'll get some points. That's gonna be good. I'm gonna try to do a bit more of the Alliance Championship by the end of the week. But I need Casual 3, so should I go for Casual 3? Is it worth investing now? But I'll do that tomorrow if I do it. I'll do it tomorrow because I need points tomorrow. So tomorrow, I'll go to Casual 3, which will give me a bit more reward. I was hoping for a bigger discount, but that's really late. So I'm not gonna get a bigger discount on that anytime soon. Then I will be able to go to that to level whatever. Why is not this one researching actually? What am I researching? Oh, I'm researching that stupid one. Yeah, okay, does not really matter. But I need to get going on research here and maybe I use some speed ups. So that's, I can get a lot of Alliance Championship badges for the end of the week. Hopefully 45 will be great. My stats, you mean? I did not check them in a while, but you know, it will be interesting in 2 weeks after SVS. Do I have my stats somewhere? When is that? That was 10 days ago, right? Is that my best March? It's my best March. So that was 10 days ago. So I guess that was SVS. I'm actually forgetting about this stuff. So not much change, right? I'm just improving that to like to 35. So I got a bit more lethality here. But none of that really changed. And that was with a mix of 10 and 20% buff like you usually do in pets, right? That's 10 days ago, so nothing really changed. That's where we are. That's a whale in, you know, Gen 3 or 4. But we are Gen 9. Yeah, I'm bullying the farmers. But I think, what happened here? I mean, it was a city I was burning, so somehow he did not get his best heroes inside the city, which, you know, made my day. Sir Dubus. I mean, that's good for me, right? That still hurts with the... But I'm really... Well, I've been FC10 for 3 months. And I did not do my camps, so I'm really looking to get the camps. Really looking to get the T11 on the Lancers, so I'm finally a real FC10. And I think that will show in events, because right now in events I find it hard to zero and like to really hurt people of my level, because I'm just missing 1 level of troops and I'm just missing, you know, 1 level of of T11. That's gonna be all a lot better after next. I mean, it's 2 weeks away now, so. I don't know if I'll be first. I'll try to. I think, you know, my hope. I mean, last time we went crazy. She was here in a sec ago. Like Trimble went crazy last time, but she kept some in her bag. Wobster goes crazy as well, but Wobster is... She's maxed her hero gear and her mithril, and I'm not sure she's gonna do multiple marches, and I'm not sure about that, but she's nearly maxed on shift gear as well, Wobster, so she has a lot less things to do. She don't have fire crystals anymore, so she can do training, hero gear, a bit of chief gear, a lot of charms, and she can do some pets, and she can do some expert, but she starts to have to do a lot, so that's where you can, you know, you kind of catch up, right? Is for me, I can still have to do a lot of War Academy to do, which is more or less one of the last time I was thinking about that, and that was made me very sad. Then after that, I can do a lot less points here, because, you know, I might not just go crazy on these, all of these. I might just put them level 5 or something. Then I will be max building. So that's gonna... I don't know how to push in Gen 10. I'm gonna have no research to do, so, you know, my strategy to get 200 days of research speed up from general speed up to get a city skin. Do you see that happening when you don't have 200 days of research speed up and your research are done next time I do it? So I start to be at the time where the only way is will be converting general speed up to training speed ups, right? That's why at some point the whales really ramp up in powers is they are getting all their general speed ups that you get a lot with packs, and they have a lot more than me, and they put that into training speed ups. Because they don't need the construction, they don't need the research, they need a bit of learning speed ups, and that's it. So that's where you really see them like grow from that point of view. That makes sense. Let me get a buff if I can. Yeah, that's perfect. We'll get it back. What? It's not auto-approving. That's terrible. Okay, fair enough. I might not get the deployment capacity one. We have too many spenders. Yeah, it's getting tough. It's getting tough. And we got quite a few more. Like I got booted. I mean, I'll get it back, but I got booted out of the... I mean, expert, I'm very far. Actually, I'm nowhere near, but that's... I'll get a bit more later. If you look at Labyrinth, like... Because I'm doing 3 rows, Gen 9, I'm confident that it will, you know, I'll get back. But some of these folks are a lot stronger than me. Some of these folks, so... And we got 2 big ones new, right? We got Tano in it. We got Sanji, she's super strong. She's very knowledgeable as well about the game. I think I learned a few things from her. She's really much on top of what's happening in WOS nerds. So some things... we don't have the same information, so we kind of check, you know, with having the most likely proper source, let's call it that way. So that's gonna be good as well. So she's super knowledgeable, super engaged. She's very strong. We have Tano as well. That's a globe skin. She's not, so I guess she's not too far from it, but she's not a globe skin yet. Tano is. We got these two, and I'm sure you guys got. We got Lincoln as well, which is, you know, decent. She's at Sato level, so it's not like a big spender, but Sato spent quite a bit, so yeah. You know, we got quite a few new names. DMY, sorry, is, you know, he's quite stronger than me, so I'm assuming he's a meteor skin. March, so he's spending quite a bit more than me, so we have some spenders. Tonton's final... Okay, do you hear me? Yeah, I think I'm back. Tonton's final form is a true blood, but that's, you know, that's everyone's final form, right? You will see me like as a fat, you know, fight 1 billion power dude, just because I don't have any research to do anymore. So let's call back. Let's pop pets. Let's pop deployment capacity. So Frostfireman is a bit easier as well. Let's heal troops, and we're ready. And hopefully, I hope I play right. I'm a bit tired right now. Something I learned as well, and I'll check that with you guys after, is apparently you can swap Grave for Lean, and it's working very well as well here. And on my farm I did 1 more level, so I don't know if I did 1 more level because Lean is working better than Greg. We'll check very quickly before I forgot, because after I'll forgot. But that's something you might want to try, and we look at reports. Let's play 1, because otherwise there is no success. I mean, my 3rd March is doing peanuts. Yeah, this one is not that strong, so maybe Greg is better for me. It was maybe a bit of luck on my farm or something, because that seems to be not good. Yeah. I mean, I don't have many reports, but if you have a very low Greg, you can use Lean. That's good to know. If you did not do Greg to 4 stars like I did. Let's go. So I'm very close to the edge. Let's look at my skin. Should I look like a whale to scare people off? What can make me look like a whale to scare people off? I cannot really look like a whale, right? It's not too bad, but there is that dude, right? That's close to level 2s, so that I don't like. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I've seen worst. So what do we have? We have Memo, we have FNX guys. We have some candy people. I never pay attention to that. I never know who I'm playing against. So we have some FNX here, quite a bit. Lily. These are the, you know, the bigger states, and she, you know, I don't know if, yeah. Probably not one of their stronger player, but still VIP 12 with the portrait, so some other FNX. Yeah, that's they're all Fire Crystal 9, so it's a private party, yeah. So oh, Lily is French, I didn't even know. I didn't even know. So we got Car, we got Prince. Yeah, we got some good people here, some strong people. I forgot to grab a glass of water, so that's gonna be an issue. Candy Lady Knight, so that's a lot of people from my state. Oh, that's a nice city skin. Let's go. So that dude is a meteor, so let's see if he's speeding up marches to get me. It's really not a good spot. I'm really too much in the corner. I'm not gonna get many. That's really not that good, to be honest. Should I move, or hopefully people move? We'll see. But that's gonna be a bit terrible when it comes to. I'm really hesitating to move, to be honest with you. That's gonna cost me quite a bit. So they start to be cleared in the middle. See, people have moved closer to the middle, so they start to be cleared. So I hesitated too much, so that's even not an option anymore. So I'm not even level 3, so that's a really, you know, that's a really bad start. When you cannot get to level 3, that's where you need to usually teleport and fix things. Because if I cannot get to level 3, it's really too bad. And then even then I cannot get to level 3, I need one more. Wow. Wow. Terrible. I even teleported like a noob. It's not really a good spot to be in. Let's pop all the mines. So that's a really, really, well, bad start. Sorry for the noise of the chair. So, you know, we're gonna get 1 minute before we really get a chance to get more of these guys. So I'm losing 5 or 10k at least, plus all the kills, you know. So that's if you look at the start, it's like pretty crap. But there is a lot of people, so I'm trying to protect my my stuff, but so let's get going, you know. Let's collect our troops. I'm a bit in the middle, which I don't like, but that's kind of where you can get some of these. So let's go. Let's find some of these. Hopefully people are not noticing they are back yet. I will try to get to level 5 skill. That's gonna be a bit rough. So the timing was probably 23:15 for the 5k, so that we need to try. So I'm gonna secure level 4 skill, but I'm not sure I can get far beyond that so far. That's a good start, but that's really far from level 5 skill, so... That's for me. They're appearing still, so that's really good. So hopefully we can get some. That's really good. Level 2. We got 2 minutes before. So that's my, you know... It kind of feels we have an extra wave or something. I just missed the 5k, so that's really bad. Yeah, I'm catching up. So that was 21:45. I can probably deal with that. If I manage to get one more. Let's gather a bit. Let's make room. Let's try to see if these people are teleporting. Hopefully they're not too strong, so let's see if I can have them leave. I'm just gonna, recall. That was just to see if they maybe teleport and leave me alone. And hope we get 1 or 2 more patrol before the volcano. Where are the closest one? They are very far. Yeah, 40 sec, that's too much. That's really good. Let's get that one. And let's get everything home. We got the 5k, so that was 206. And that's terrible for the volcanoes. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I find the volcanoes a lot worse than in the past somehow. It's really rare I get good volcanoes nowadays. And I need to kill some patrols, so... Because I need to get to level 3 skill as well. So we cannot just do volcanoes. That's gonna be okay. We're gonna get level 3, so that's not too bad. We need to get the 5k from that as well. That's better than a volcano. So, you know, let's not stress too much about the volcano for that wave. We will get them next time. Let's kill a bit. You know, one monster is half of volcano more or less. So it's 1.5 versus 4k. I could not get them. They are not really well placed. So let's get some kills instead. And everyone going back home in time. This one needs to come back home as well. That's more important that we use this one well. And we're gonna teleport to a better place, hopefully. Wow. Really not that good. really not that good. So let's do that. Let's see if we can find better. For that, I will need volcano to load. So far, nothing. Wow. That's not too bad. To be honest, that's not too bad, because sometimes when it's messy like that, it's messy for everybody else. And even if it's messy for me, yeah, I'm 12. And the dude is stronger than me, so... I just don't know if I got the 5k. I got the 5k. That was 12-15. It seems that there is a lot of people going for the freaking little dudes as well, so... Well, that's one of their stronger rally leaders. I'm not gonna kick him out of anything. Yeah. That's absolutely not what I wanted to do. Oh, that's 12 sec. So nowhere near to get it. I mean, some people start to gather, right? You can see that's what's going on, and that's really good for me. I need to see if I can get the 5k. Because so far, it's a terrible match. And I don't think I got the 5k. Can barely get top 10, so... I mean, Memo is doing very good. I don't know if I get it, because that was very close. Hope your Frostfire money is going better. I moved too close to middle. I did not pay attention that was that close to middle, so that's one of the issue as well. So we got the 5k right now, so that was 1438. We should have a new batch of them very soon, which is already happening. Yeah, for you too. Usually, like the last few months, I mean weeks, that time was not so busy. We were a bit lucky. I was finding it a bit weird that it was not that lucky, but not that busy. But right now it feels like it is really much. We had good match. It was easy to find, you know, all we wanted. I found good spots all the time. Right now, like it's kind of the opposite. I cannot find a good spot. I really cannot find a good spot. It took me time to get the level 3 skill, so I'm missing a lot of points from the beginning. I'm very low on point for that stage of the game. I got very little patrols overall. Yeah, Cardude, I'm sorry mate, but that's mine, it's written on it. The only thing we could do is eventually pop some mines. They seem to respawn a bit. So like the older ones, you know, let's see if we can pop them up. So it's gonna keep people busy a bit as well. We should get the 5k soon, I guess. No. Not yet, so let's redo. Yeah, we got it now, so that's perfect. That was 5k for free. Wow. Whatever is spawning, you know, is like immediately attacked. I'm just too close to middle. That's really the part I really dislike. So I'm already hesitating to teleport again in like a minute. That's really a spot I dislike a lot. That was for sure missed. So do I find a quiet spot? Like somewhere like that. That's a free teleport. Oh, that was not. It's 11 cooldown, second cooldown. Let me bully the neighbor a bit. If they move, they are level 7, so they might move, you know. But they seem not very active, so... Sometimes when you attack people, they start to kill again patrols, so... It's, you know, it's a double-edged sword. I got a few FNX players, but they are not the big ones, so... At least that's not too bad. They are not their bigger ones. So it's start time to recall everything a bit. I'm barely at 200 million points, so that's top 12. That's true, to be honest. It's one of my worst one in a very long time. Let's come home. Let's do that. I don't know where am I with it. And I don't know why, like my connection is lagging a bit. When I'm clicking, it's not doing what I want. So it's like already 20 seconds and I'm 20 seconds away. So it's really not going well. This one I could have went, but that's too soon. Okay, that's fair enough. Let's get the 5k from the mine. Let's time it again because I have lost it a bit. I did not get it yet. Did I got key? Oh, I got defensive victory. They're all super far, like it's wow. They should remove all these confirmations, like they are super annoying. On the PC particularly, you should have a tick box like, you know, I don't care for the next hour or something like that, you know. I might not move, to be honest with you. I might wait for them to come back. That was a mistake. I'm not sure I'll move. We'll see. We'll see. Because I did not find a good spot. It's very buddy. This one is actually quite okay. If I move is now, so if I don't find anything soon. Let's see if that helped. I'm not sure, to be honest, but especially because the zooming in and the zooming out is a bit of a pain in the... That's our attempt. I'm very close to the middle, to the corner again. Hopefully, you know, everyone else is struggling. Yeah, I'm 5, so that's a big, you know, kind of a big comeback. It might cost me another teleport to be in a spot that's a bit better. Let's see if I can explode one of these, get the timing of the 5k. Get one march to middle. So no 5k yet. No explosion, so there is nothing to collect. No 5k yet. Okay, let's keep going. That's the last few times we can get it. I really needed like 400k points for the Tundra album, but that's maybe one of the things people kind of got the idea of Tundra album. Maybe that's why as well. Participation will feels pretty high today. These are a bit far, but that's not too bad. I can get some close to. I need to check for the 5k, I forgot. The next big thing will be to time the next teleport 3 minutes, so that will be the next big thing, right? See if I can get middle now in 15 seconds. That would be amazing. That would be really amazing if that's possible. Even for a sec? No. Not even for a sec. Yeah, and the dude is maxed out. So he does not give a F, right? I cannot do anything to him. So that was 328, so I can do it 3 times. I might not be too far from 400k, but that's not gonna be not gonna be very close, but that's not gonna be too far eventually. With one last teleport, if people are really not attacking the troops nearby. I think I had a tiny bit of a margin to be at 100 and... That should be 5k. Why it's not 5k? How is that possible? That's giving me very little room of maneuver for doing it 2 more times. 3 more times even, not 2. But so far we got a lot of march, so that's pretty good. A lot of patrol that are nearby. I should put as well my base gear on Gina in that case, you know. That could help to save some time. So. Well, it was like I have a march coming back, but at the march from middle. That should be 5k again. Yes, so that's giving me not many room. So we got a free teleport, so now it's the time to kind of really do the best we can. It's not gonna be a lot. It's gonna be something that's already good. That should be okay. That should be 5k extra. Yeah, so that's not gonna be great, but that should be top 10, right? That's wow, 8. 8, 8, 8. I mean, nobody I mean, some of these free-to-play played well, but like for people, I mean, that dude, he should be far above. That's a terrible for a whale that strong. So they don't know how to play. Hey Quentin, what's up? I'm okay. Nothing new. Just getting ready in 5 minutes for Crazy Joe, so I need to focus on that for a sec. That was not a very good Frostfire mine, that was even a terrible one. What the heck? Do not reinforce me, that's for me alone. So I have no clue who to reinforce because we have so many new people. Let me check. Let me check who voted what. Wolfap, Trumpita, Anya, Sanji, Albina, DXNL, Skifney, Mona. That's a few names I know. But she's already reinforced fully. In Chocolat Belge is usually doing okay, so let's do that. Thank you, Quentin. Happy if it's helping. It clarifies a lot of things in the game, right? What you should focus on, what you should not focus on. When I researched it, I was really excited because I thought there will be like ways to take advantage of the stat system. Let's call it that way. Like maybe there is a stat that's multiplicative and that, you know, that... but there is nothing surprising. It's very clean, if that makes sense. It's done in a way that's quite clean. So no surprise. So Anima, I mean, we got a lot of people now, so a lot of activity, so it's gonna be a bit tough to... Even farms are full. Leila. So we are 3 Bear Trap Alliance for now, as you can see. I really don't know what to do. Paola is usually empty, but Paola is full. Emma, Cures is offline. Result, she's offline. I mean, the Wu got zeroed, so he might not have too many troops. That's might be a safe bet. As sad as it is, it might be a safe bet. One minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. With a neighbor, I can try to... Let's try Mother Kitty. See how they do. Let's tool in, does not matter. Let's try Hero. That's the issue doing Frostfire Man just before Crazy Joe. I usually don't do as much point on Tuesday because of that. Let's try Sandman as well. Probably know how to play well and remove their troops. What did I send? Okay. From a person weaker than everyone due to a restart, it will help me. Yeah, of course. Yeah, you know, picking the right ones and I mean, most people, like someone made a comment on the video saying like, so people are spending money on this game without understanding the stats, and I was just like, yeah, that's what most people are doing. Because like when I wanted to know about that, it was simple, right? There was nothing on the official Discord. On YouTube, I just found a video from Shield Gaming, and it was partially incomplete. It did not cover absolutely all sources, I think. And there was some work done on WOS Nerd, but it was highly incomplete. So between people not... I mean, Shield, it was actually showing on the screen, it was testing stats, so it was validating what he was showing. Like WOS Nerd, I could not really find the validation of the stats, so of the, you know, which is multiplicative additive, so was just you have to take it for granted for what it is, and so you had to double check everything. So it was so if WOS Nerd is not complete with the information, and there is only one other video on YouTube, it's one of the biggest YouTubers, but you know there are far many people playing that game that are watching Shield, so like 99% of people, they have no clue about what it is, about the stats, or maybe not 99 but 95 or something like that. So Hero has full troops in his base. So yeah, so it's not good for points. I wanted to ask if it's a good idea to do my T11 before transferring. It really depends. It depends if it's, you know, costing you too many passes because of that. It depends if it's putting you above the regular transfer cap. I mean, you're not gonna promote them anyway. You're gonna unlock the research. Like, people will appreciate you have T11. That's for sure. But then, you know, if you are running after special invite, it could be a bit tough depending on your situation. Yeah, the biggest whale on my estate spend a lot, but honestly sucks because he doesn't know how to play. Yeah, many whales, like when I played in, I mean, I don't know, I actually don't know if that's true, but what I was told is like one of the bigger whale was friend of one of my viewer that, you know, used to watch me before I played on the stage, so she was really happy to see me play there in 3054, and she actually taught the whale how to spend, because many, you know, like for many people that have money, it means you have a busy life, right? You rarely have a lot of money and not a busy life. Most people that have a lot of money, they have a very busy life. So the game is already super time consuming. So you don't always have the time to, if you manage a business, if you're managing a team, to watch ton of videos about, you know, how to play the game properly. So often whales need to be taught how to play, how to spend, or what to focus on. Especially some whales are not really gamers in the sense of, like, for me, I'm coming from a PC background. I've been playing game for nearly 3 decades now. You know, when you play a new game on PC, you usually try to learn it, to improve it. Like, if you're a casual mobile player and just have money, you know, just spend money and you smash people. You just attack with your march, the city is burning, you go home, you're happy. I'm exaggerating I'm making it black and white. It's never that, but it's a bit of the spirit sometimes. It's just like people are just not thinking because they don't need to or they don't want to. They're just spending the money to have fun, and, you know, getting all the thing in the game and bashing noobs is, you know, it is fun. It's my test. I completely forgot the... Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much you will need for your level. But T11 will probably increase that a lot. So you might want to start the research and maybe not finish it before transfer, something like that. So you save the speed ups, but, you know, every new level of charms, every new level of chief gear, every new level of hero gear, like every 10 level or so, it's really increasing the amount of passes, to be honest. So you might want to chill a bit on that. Oh, they will run Crazy Joe, so that's 22. So that's I'll want to be there and to do it. I'll want to be there and to do it. No, but, you know, I've seen many whales like that, you know. I've seen many wells like that. It's not a critique, it's just the truth of it, right? You have some wells that are like real gamers, that they will learn and they will pay attention to stuff and they will try to understand, and there'll be people just have money and want to have fun and they just mash, you know, especially that the first few months. Some people spend 1 or 2 thousand, they have fun for a few months, they change game. They don't even stick, you know. If you look back at your... one funny thing sometimes to see is either... Sometimes it's the same people, sometimes it's not. But if you look at the monuments, and you look at these people, right? The top 20 for Furnace 10. Many of these people spend a lot of money. And you see most of them are not there anymore. We have a few in each, because that's the original state, but that used to be a Master Whale, Alpha Mafia. Turbo Guy is like a very much behind. He's like Fire Crystal 7, maybe 8 now. He's like very much behind and a kind of a weaker player. He was the first one. Sigil, I mean, I don't know what happened. He was there when I played, but Mr. Rizzle is like barely playing, I think, right now. He's with us. Bao used to be one of the Air 4 when I joined. So many of these people are not playing anymore, you know. Azula, same, you know, they look strong, but they were not spending for a long time, so they were quite weak at the end of the day. So yeah, people spend a bit, they get bored, or they see it's a money pit as well in some cases. Like, you know, you're like, I'm gonna spend 500 euro on a day, on the game, I'm gonna be a king, and then you're not really a king after 500 euro on that game. You're not really a king. I mean, that is a really... You will get a special invite easy as well if you need one. That's one way. You will have, you know, between Christmas, you might have 1 or 2 events where you can get city skin, or between, you know, now and Halloween. Valentine's, right? That could be fun as well. I got a lot of... what is that? Okay. Yeah, it is. You know, some people, when they want to have fun, they go to the pub, they buy a bottle or 2 for their friends, they drink all night, they, you know, they got some finger food, they pay tips, and, you know, it costs them $300 for the evening as well. I'll personally put 300 on the game, or I'll go to the restaurant with the ladies, spend like $60, $70 and spend, you know, everyone had their things. At their vice, as some people would call it, but I mean, you can do that, but I'm not sure that's the right time. Yeah, I mean, city skins, yeah, they are really... They cost to get nearly all of them, right? You can get a few still, but they take a while. That's wave 7. Do you claim them? You claim them at the end now? Oh, something I need to do is to register to that, but that's not gonna work if I go doing Crazy Joe somewhere else, right? That's gonna be the issue. If I run around doing Crazy Joe, it's not gonna... Wow, Sanji is actually... Oh, it's because she has Gen 9 and not Webster. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So what state do you go to, Sat? Do you know? I mean, you can go on any dead state, to be honest. What I will focus, if I was focusing on a dead state, I will try to find one with a good alliance, right? Like a dead state with nobody. I mean, you can go there if you want to, but you know, just, you know, 3, 4, 5 good spenders. So the top 10 is safe. Top 10 is easy. You don't have to be the rally leader. You don't have to carry anything. You just follow the flow. You rank easily on Sunfire Castle for your charms. You rank easily on everything else. And I'll try to find a few better spots after that. I mean, even if he got 0 during SVS, he still have a lot of troops. Yeah, he has 1 million. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. I thought he would have a lot less troops. So let's go here. Let's get the points. That's 60. So who should I could reinforce? Who is not giving me points? Chocolat Beige is giving me okay, since it's okay. Hero start to give me okay points because he's not killing much, right? That's not him, that's the Woo. Hero, battle up. So I'm meditating a bit. Oh, she doesn't have an expert for that yet. So hero, I might start to get some point. Who I won't, so that's good I changed. I mean, yeah. I don't know why the farms are taking points from the mains, but that's okay. Intel. I mean, whoever is reinforcing Webster, she has like 6 million troops, so... Assad is not really reinforced, but he's let's see. Are we full? Yeah, we're 15 people, so that's okay. Are people not cheating? People are not cheating, well, that's okay. That's 4k troops more. I won't shred them for that. Good night, content. Thank you for stopping by. Enjoy. I mean, enjoy. I don't know if it's work. Some people like it, so depending on your work, I guess. 36, so we have a bit of time. See, Crazy Joe is like a whale. He's teleporting to get closer to where he wants to attack, you know. He's here. He's there. 1 sec, so that's good. Let's put it back. That's, you know, that's a decent amount of points. That's an extra wave. You can't see other people point. That's weird. I guess they are close to max as well, you know. Sanji, she must just have T11. So where do I go? Wow. Don't like too much. I mean, Veronica, but she often has all her army at home, so... I'll test and see if, you know... Infantry, let's go. But she often keep her troops, so... I think I'll get some water. I'll be back in a sec. I'll get something to drink. And I'm back. So, how is it going? Yes, she has troops inside, so... So yeah, it's not gonna be a great Crazy Joe. I mean, some people managed to make quite a few more points. Mona... I'm still doing okay, it seems, compared to everybody else. Like often, but not amazing yet. And we are with... Yeah, That's gonna be tough to fix. So you used to get them these one by one. I think you get them at the end now, or does it work? Are these in my bags? No, they are not. We'll see at the end. I guess you get them at the end instead of one by one. Do you send marksmen? We send our infantry to HQ for Crazy Joe. We send a mix of infantry and lancers, but you know, we send with zeros. You just want a rally leader, you know. It depends, right? If you struggle to kill them, then people send only marksmen. I think that works. I've heard from quite a few viewers. Else, you know, you send a mix. For us, we send just infantry and lancers. It's simple, you know. We do 60k infantry, 25k lancers. We kill everything easy. It's fair for points for everybody. There is no like a... So yeah, so I'm not sure if you had like a more... like a question beneath that to kill all troops if you struggle to. For us, it's at this stage of the game, we don't have to think too much, you know. We just kill everything. But if you struggle to kill, then you will want to have less infantry. Yeah, you can send marksmen, they do more damage, of course. Or more lancers, you know, you could do 40, 60. All of these will work. So, okay, so I used to reinforce people that were online. They are all offline. So I'm not even gonna get points for these waves. Yeah. See, I only made point in my city, so that's really hurts. That's really bad. So yeah. Heroes will really send whatever. Like, but if you struggle with killing it and stuff, you just need to send proper joiner. So either a defensive one or offensive one, like Jesse, Jasser, Siyun, Patrick. But for us, you know, it's just I cannot show you now, but it's just a big mess, basically. Wow, some people are full even. Some people are even full. I mean, he got a lot of troops in his city left. Yeah, 1 million. Oh no, that's okay. He did his part. He really did his part. So we are not killing everything with That's good to know. That's really good to know. Let's not heal. So I'll give some people some lancers. to get a bit more points for the latest wave, because that went terrible so far. Just for a tiny bit more points. Whoa, I mean, that should be okay, actually. Let me get someone online. Where is the I always forget where you need to click. And I don't know why my game is doing that. Go. Let's try to squeeze a bit more points. Let's see if we have a chance. Okay, so they are claimed automatically. Okay, when you claim the rest, fair enough. Let's see if we can squeeze a bit more points and we can get... Because many alliance did not play, actually. Oh, they did 948. That would be nice if they told us. Maybe they told us and we missed it, but... I might have missed it, but... Because as a reminder, you can do Crazy Joe in multiple alliances, so... That's good for points to do it in multiple alliances. So let's see if it's better. Yeah, it's better. We got some points from online people. And we get a good amount of kills as well. But people still have all their troops, so... Whatever, I guess. Yeah, it's not crazy, huh? It's really not crazy. Should be enough for 2 million. Hopefully it gets us... We might not stay in the top 10, we'll see, but that might be enough. Okay, so we got all the reward. That's what I care about mostly, you know, with the chest. So that's kind of really helping. Wow. Oh, is she at 3? I missed that. I mean that. Let's see later. That's crazy point. Let's secure spots. Oh, so she might have reinforced her own account a few times. That's probably how she makes so much points, which is fair enough, right? If you have your farms, that's for you. Do you play on state? No. No, I'm not, it's not me on 3,639. So someone is like trying to say they are tonton. It's not me. I played on 3,054, but I stopped. That's the last time I played on a new state. So no, it's not me indeed. So what do we do then? I think that's gonna be it soon, guys. I think wife is coming home soon. Then I'll get to work. I can stay on a bit for question and stuff if there are any things. But else, we did what we had to do today. Frostfire mine was tough, but we still managed to get 8, but that's a bit short on points to unlock anything for the Tundra album, so we need to wait another 2 weeks to go anywhere here. I'll double check, but maybe we got some from Crazy Joe now. No, we did not even. That the madness of all of that, we did not even got points. That we want 12 hours. Maybe we get lucky. We got 1 new 5-star, so that's really, really good. It's not giving us an album to complete, but 1 new 5-star. Recycle shop. We cannot do anything yet. And leaderboard, we are top 10, but barely. Barely making it. And how did it look for Crazy Joe? Yeah, it's gonna be 2 million-ish. That's not gonna, be allowing me to go anywhere here. And that was 80k points. Should I balance my essence stone, the 2 pieces for each hero? For example, on infantry, do I go for same essence stones level on glove and belt? It does not matter much. What you could do, and I forgot exactly when it happens, is to, I think at some point, if I remember well, to like get the military in the arena shop if you want to buy and everything. I think you need to reach Essence Stone 10 on 1 piece, right? But that's when you have unlocked red gear on your state, but that come quite quickly, red gear for hero gear. So that's come quite quickly. So you might want to rush 1 piece. Is that that's something I should have noted, because it's not a common question, and I remember that, but that's a long time ago for me. But, getting 1 piece to level 10, so for you will be the belt or the glove if you think about infantry. And then you can do even, more or less. It depends a bit on the event, the amount of essence stone you have. Like, it's sometimes more practical for you to have a lower piece of gear to make points perfectly on an event. You know, if when all your piece of gear are high level, then you cannot make a tiny bit of points on one event. So sometimes it's nice to, you know, just for that reason. So explaining how it works to get you a spot. So people will learn how to vote. People will learn how to vote if they are not getting what they want. I'll stay online for 5 more minutes. If you have any question, let me know. Then I'll get slowly moving with my work evening, I guess. Okay, made sense. Thank you. Pretty new state. So infantry glove +4 and +2 for the belt. Boss marksman goggle. Yeah, so you have time, right? You have time. The way it works there usually is like you have a few options that you can pick. The default is infantry first, marksman second, and lancers a bit behind. That's the default, that's what most people do, and that's the average advice you can get. Then some people decide to play a lot more with marksman because you might not be a rally leader, but you want to do more damage on bear. So some people will do marksman first, and they will have infantry not too far behind it. And then, but that's only for rally leaders. You can do 60-40-0, so you can play with infantry lancers mostly. So not on bear, but everywhere else, solo march, rallying, attack, offense. I mean, offense, defense, you can play with 60-40 when you are a big spender. So I don't know if you fit in that category, but that could be another option. So these people will do infantry lancers. Some people will do a bit more marksman if you care about your bear damage, and some people by default you will do a bit more infantry, a bit more than marksman second, then lancer last. That will be the 3 options that you have based a bit on what you do basically. On what you care to do in the game. I don't know if it helps, let me know. And hopefully it was because the connection kind of dropped for a sec, so hopefully you could hear the answer. Let's do that because I see we are kind of lagging a bit in rally joining. Let's see if I can open these and help someone or myself. That these ones are a bit rare, so we got a lot of new ones. That's pretty cool. But nothing to complete, and oh, one to trade. That's a level 1, so that's not a lot of points, but that's helping someone at least. Nothing to recycle yet. Where is my polar? Low spender, I guess, just buy the Worst World weekly packs. Yeah. I guess I focus a bit more on marksman than infantry. So know that the packs are very bad right now for you, and that's just the way that this game works. So if you look at your, if you buy that packs, for example, for you every week, like the hero gear benefit card, right? For me, it's a 6,000%. For you, it might be a 2.5 or a 2, and you might get half of that. So, you know, packs will get a lot better Gen 3 for 5, 6. So, if you plan to play for a while, you know, you can buy, of course, some of the weekly one to help you progress as you know as you go, but know that they will be far better later. So, don't stress too much to spend now. But the value for money is quite low until you are Gen 4, 5 or something like that. Gen 3, some packs are getting really good as well. That's something to keep in mind. And overall, seasonal events are better as well. And we will get, you know, you will get a seasonal event every month. So you're going to get Thanksgiving in 10 days, more or less. You will get, then will be Christmas. Then they do like a winter kind of thing in January. Then they do Valentine's, middle of February. Then they do the birthday of the game. That will be the third birthday of the game around early March, I think they do. Like maybe around, you know, the 5th to 10th of March. Usually they do the birthday. So you will have seasonal events every month. You know, there are only in summer we don't get them every month. But until May you will get one every month, and that's the best place to spend usually. Compared to regular packs, compared to these packs and stuff. Often seasonal packs are a lot better, so you could as well just, you know, set a budget and you're like, okay, there is a seasonal event, I'm spending $20 or $30, whatever you do. And, you know, some of the weekly cards are not too bad. You know, I don't know which one you have, but, you know, some of these are not too bad. Like, yeah, Relight, I'm only buying Chief Gear weekly. Yeah, that's okay to start with. That's really okay. The Ultra, this one is both, you know, great and not that great because it does not give you a lot. But auto help is nice, auto hunting is nice, gems is nice, VIP is like stamina cans, you know, is nice. So it says it's a lot of value, but it's not like you are not progressing much, but you get more rewards because you kill more beasts and stuff like that. So that's kind of one you want to have by default. But if it starts to be too much money, then that's someone you can keep your stamina cans, right? You don't burn all of them, you keep a few hundreds and you really use them wisely. So that's gonna last you a very, very long time because this one not gonna get you very, very far. And this one that you said about the Chief Gear is really good at the beginning, and that's I bought on my main account. That's my farm, but on my main account for a few months, maybe 2-3 months, is because these are very much missing at that stage of the game, and that's one of the best packs to get them. And you will get less than me, but that's still a very good early day spending if you spend very little. So you get that, and you can improve your Chief Gear. And you kind of get, you know, the issue with the Chief Gear is when it's all purple and blue, you are stuck. You only need the design, right? You only need these things, and you get far too many of these, and you are kind of find yourself stuck. So one way to do that is to rush one piece to T2 3 stars. So you unlock the exchange, and you can see in the exchange, you can exchange your polishing solution and your hardened alloy for some of these design plans. So for me, I've done both on my main city. I bought the pack you buy, plus I've been rushing one piece, and I've done that on my farm as well, as you can see. This piece is Rush T2 3-star golden, like orange. So you unlock the exchange, and then you can exchange a bit of your, you know, too many of these again that, and you can put all your gear like me, you know, orange at some point. Because if I would not have reached the exchange, I would still have some purple or blue gear for some of the pieces, because you really, I don't spend on that farm, right? You don't really get many of these anyway. So yeah. So everyone is moving. So we should be good to go. Paula is happy. And yeah. That might be it for now. The rest I'll do later. But Dev, if you have questions, I have some guides for beginners. They are, you know, either on the YouTube or you can join the Discord, and they are all listed there. And let me know if you have any question. You can, you know, contact me on the Discord or somewhere else. Happy to clarify. You know, these first few months, they can really create very solid foundation for the game, understandings of priorities, and especially if you spend a bit of money, even if it's, you know, I was spending 10 to 30 euros most of my time playing this game, you know. I've been spending a bit more with the YouTube project, but because I can make a bit more content and it's a bit more interesting to view, you know, that if I'm if I'm really weak and I cannot battle, you know, it's not always fun. So I'm investing a bit more in the account, but I spend most of my gaming time on that game, spending, you know, less than 50 for sure, and most months, you know, 10 30. So even if my account look a bit stronger nowadays, you know, I know what it is. So yeah, good night too. Thank you very much. I'll go as well, guys. That's it for me tonight. I'll see you, I don't know when, actually. I don't know when. We have Sunfire Castle Saturday, but depending on the weather, depending on the wife, we have so much things to take care of the outside before the winter. Depending on the weather as well, because it's snowing this week. We have quite a bit of snow eventually, so I might not be able to stream Saturday for the local Sunfire Castle, which is a bit boring. But then I might be try to stream actually Sunday for Tyrant, right? That's a bit more sexy. So let's see what we can do here. Because we have a good group, we'll tag 2 alliances hopefully. And that should be okay. So really curious to see how all of these gonna move in power, but that start to move quite a bit. And yeah, that used to be at 38 million. That's already 41. So the registration is today, so that's gonna move a lot. But we're gonna register 2 state alliances, so you know we should be okay soon enough. But thank you very much for watching. Thank you for being here. Like I said, all the guides are on Discord as well, plus written information that you can copy paste to your own state Discord if you want to. That's really okay. That's all meant to be shared. The video, the Discord. You know, we don't have to keep anything private for ourselves. That's why that's why I make the videos. So everyone knows, hopefully. Eventually everyone knows, or more people know. So feel free to share anything that's in there. Thank you very much again, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye everyone.